Jai Jagannath. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel Bindas Botany. Today we are going to discuss the most important MCQ on cell membrane or plasma membrane. This MCQ will help you those who are prepared for TGT, PGT, NEET, Cpet and other competitive examination. Let's start. Question number 1. The term cell membrane was coined by option A. C. Nageli and C. Kramer. Option B. Robertson. Option C. Fleming. Option D. J.Q. Plover. Correct answer is option A. C. Nageli and C. Kramer. Question number 2. The term plasma lemma was given by option A. C. Nageli and C. Kramer. Option B. Robertson. Option C. Dancili and Davinson. Option D. J.Q. Plover. The correct answer is option D. J.Q. Plover. The next question number 3. Plasma membrane is option A permeable, option B impermeable, option C semi-permeable, option D selectively permeable. The correct answer is option D selectively permeable. Question number 4. Who proposed the lamellar or sandwich model of cell membrane? Option A Singer and Nicholson, option B J. Robertson, option C Flower, option D Daniel and Davinson. Correct answer is option D, Daniel and Davinson. Then question number 5. Who was the first to propose the molecular model of a plasma membrane? Option A. Watson and Crick. Option B. Daniel and Dobson. Option C. Fleming and Jensen. Option D. Singer and Nicholson. Correct answer is option B. Daniel and Davison. Question number 6. Who proposed the fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane? Options are option A. Singer and Nicholson, option B. J. Robertson, option D. Purkinje, option D. Daniel and Davinson. Correct answer is option A. Singer and Nicholson. The next question number 7. Biomembrane are similar to protein icebergs in a sea of lipids was said by option A. Singer and Nicholson, option B. J.D. Robertson, option C. Daniel and Davison, option D. None of these. Correct answer is option A. Singer and Nicholson. The next question number 8. According to fluid mosaic model proposed by Singer and Nicholson, plasma membrane is composed of option A. Cellulose, hemicellulose, option B. Phospholipid and hemicellulose, option C. Phospholipid and integrated protein, option D. Phospholipid, extrinsic protein and intrinsic protein. Correct answer is option D. Phospholipid, extrinsic protein and intrinsic protein. The next question number 9. Fluid mosaic model was given by option A. S.J. Singer and G.L. Nicholson, option B. S.J. Singer and H.L. Nicholson, option C. S.S. Singer and G.L. Nicholson, option D. S.S. Singer and J.L. Nicholson. The correct answer is option A. S.J. Singer and G.L. Nicholson. The next question number 10. Most widely accepted model for plasma membrane is option A. Sandwich model, option B. Fluid mosaic model, option C. Unit membrane model, option D. Trilamellar model. Correct answer is option B. Fluid mosaic model. The next question number 11. The latest model for plasma membrane is option A. Lamellar model, option B. Unit membrane model, option C. Molecular lipid model, option D. Fluid mosaic model. Correct answer is option D. Fluid mosaic model. Then question number 12. In Singer-Nicholson fluid mosaic model of the cell membrane, extrinsic protein are option A. Tightly attached to intrinsic protein and cannot be separated easily. Option B. Tightly attached to intrinsic protein but can be separated easily. Option C. Superficially arranged and can be separated easily. Option D. Superficially arranged and cannot be separated easily. Correct answer is option C. Superficially arranged and can be separated easily. Then next question number 13. Who proposed the unit membrane model of the plasma membrane? Options are option A. Singer and Nicholson, option B. J. Robertson, option C. Robert Hooke, option D. Daniel and Davidson. The correct answer is option B. J. Robertson. The next question number 14. Who proposed the trilamellar or three-layered structure of cell membrane? Options are option A. Singer and Nicholson, option B. J.D. Robertson, option C. Robert Hooke, option D. Daniel and Davidson. Correct answer is option B. J.D. Robertson. Question number 15. The first lipid model of a biomembrane was proposed by option A. Robertson, option B. Singer, option C. Overton, option D. Daniel and Davidson. The correct answer is option D. Daniel and Davidson. Question number 16. Cell membrane is selectively permeable. This means that option A allows only certain material to pass through it. Option B allow all material to pass through. Option C allow only water to pass through. Option D allow only ions to pass through. Correct answer is option A allow only certain material to pass through. The next question number 17. The membrane which allows only water molecule to pass through it and not solid particle is option A. Permeable membrane. Option B. Semi-permeable membrane. Option C. Freely permeable membrane. Option D. Impermeable membrane. Correct answer is option B. Semi-permeable membrane. The next question number 18. Plasma membrane is made up of option A. Protein, lipid and cellulose layer. Option B. Bimolecular lipid layer surrounded by protein layer. Option C. A lipid layer between two protein layer. Option D. A protein layer between two lipid layer. Correct answer is option B. Bimolecular lipid layer surrounded by protein layers. Then next question number 19. Unit membrane consists of option A. Lipid plus sugar plus lipid. Option B. Protein plus lipid plus protein. Option C. Lipid plus protein plus lipid. Option D. Protein. Correct answer is option B. Protein plus lipid plus protein. Robertson was first proposed the concept of a unit membrane model. According to Robertson, the unit membrane consists of a bimolecular lipid leaflet sandwiched between outer and inner layer of protein, organized in the pleated sheet configuration. Protein, then lipid, then protein. Each unit membrane is 75 angstrom thick. Such an arrangement was presumed to be basically the same in all cell membrane. You can see this is the structure of a this is the outer layer of protein. Then this is a layer of lipid and this is another layer of lipid. This two layer is called a phospholipid bilayer. Then another protein layer is present towards the inner side. Outer side protein, then lipid, then protein. PLLP. The next question number 20. The plasma membrane consists of option A. Protein embedded in a carbohydrate bilayer. Option B. Protein embedded in a phospholipid bilayer. Option C. Protein embedded in a polymer of glucose molecule. Option D. Phospholipid embedded in a protein bilayer. The correct answer is option B. Proteins are embedded in a phospholipid bilayer. The next question number 21. Cell membrane or plasma membrane is described as a selectively permeable membrane. Which of the following statements justify the given fact? Option A. Cell membrane allows the entry and exit of some molecule into and out of cell. Option B. It prevents movement of some other molecules. Hence, it is called as a selectively permeable membrane. Option C. Both A and B. Option D. None of the above. The correct answer is option C, both A and B. Next question number 22. The bond formed between glycerol and fatty acid in a simple lipid is option A, glycosidic bond, option B, peptide bond, option C, ester bond, option D, hydrogen bond. The correct answer is option C, ester bond. Here, this is the hydrophobic head. The rounder structure is called hydrophobic head, and there is two tails are present. One is a saturated fatty acid, and another is unsaturated fatty acid. This fatty acid and glycerol. This is the glycerol. This glycerol and fatty acid are formed by ester bond. The next question number 23. Carbohydrates which are present in the cell membrane take part in which of the following? Option A, transport of substances. Option B, cell recognition. Option C, attachment to microfilament. Option D, attachment to microtubules. Correct answer is option B, cell to cell recognition. These are the carbohydrates. When carbohydrate attached to protein, it is called glycoprotein, and when carbohydrate attached to lipid, it is called glycolipid. The next question number 24. The phospholipid present in the cell membrane has option A, hydrophilic head and hydrophobic tails. Option B, hydrophobic head and hydrophilic tails. Option C, hydrophilic head and hydrophilic tails. Option D, hydrophobic head and hydrophobic tails. The correct answer is option A, hydrophilic head and hydrophobic tails. The head is hydrophilic, that means it is water lover, and the tail is hydrophobic, it repels the water. The next question number 25. Carbohydrate present in the plasma lemma are in the form of option A, starch, option B, cellulose, option C, hemicellulose, option D, glycolipid and glycoproteins. The correct answer is option D, glycolipid and glycoprotein. They are attached to both lipid and protein molecule found on outer surface of membrane, producing glycolipid and glycoprotein respectively. When carbohydrate attached to protein, it is called glycoprotein. When carbohydrate attached to lipid, it is called glycolipid. The next question number 26 is stability of the plasma membrane is enhanced by this. Option A, glycoprotein. Option B, phospholipid. Option C, glycolipid. Option D, cholesterol molecule. The correct answer is option D, cholesterol molecule. These are the cholesterol molecule which help in stability of the cell membrane. The next question number 27. A phospholipid molecule is amphipathic and produces two layers coming in contact with water. The head of a phospholipid molecule is option A, embedded in protein molecule, option B, at the outer surface, option C, on the inner side, option D, at an angle to 40 degrees. The correct answer is option B, at the outer surface. The head are present in outer surface. The next question number 29, 28. A phospholipid molecule has a head and two tails. The tails are found option A, at the surface of the membrane, option B, spanning the membrane, option C, in the interior of the membrane, option D, both A and B. The correct answer is option C, in the interior of the membrane. The next question number 29. The fatty acid tails of a phospholipid are usually option A hydrophilic and consist of two saturated fatty acid tails. Option B hydrophobic and consist of two saturated fatty acid tails. Option C hydrophilic and consist of two fatty acid tails. Both are unsaturated. Option D hydrophobic and consist of two fatty acid tails. One that is saturated and another that is unsaturated. Correct answer is option D, hydrophobic and consists of two fatty acid tails. One is saturated and another is unsaturated. The next question number 30. Which of the following is an amphipathic molecule in plasma membrane? Option A protein, option B carbohydrate, option C phospholipid, option D all of the above. Correct answer is option C phospholipids. Next question number 31. In the plasma membrane, carbohydrates option A always face outwards towards extracellular space. Option B directed to all sides in the membrane randomly. Option C always face to the lumen of the cell. Option D always faces inward to the nonpolar portion of the membrane. Correct answer is option A always faces outwards towards extracellular spaces. The next question number 32. In the plasma membrane, glycolipids are usually situated in option A cannot be predicted. It varies according to the cell type. Option B inner leaflet of the plasma membrane. Option C the outer leaflet of the plasma membrane. Option D evenly distributed in both outer and inner leaves of plasma membrane. The correct answer is option C the outer leaflet of the plasma membrane. The next question number 33. In the plasma membrane, lipid molecules are arranged in option A head parallel, option B series, option C scattered, option D alternate. Correct answer is option A head parallel. The next question number 34. The major interaction responsible for stabilizing plasma membrane is option A hydrophobic interaction, option B hydrophilic interaction, option C ionic bonds, option D covalent bond. The correct answer is option A hydrophobic interaction. The next question number 35. Characteristic of phospholipids of a plasma membrane is option A one nonpolar head and two polar tails, option B one polar head and two nonpolar tails, option C two polar heads and one nonpolar tail, option D two nonpolar heads and one polar tails. The correct answer is option B one polar head and two nonpolar tails. The next question number 36. In prokaryotes, the function of cholesterol in plasma membrane is taken over by option A glycerol, option B glycoprotein, option C opanoids, option D fatty acids. The correct answer is option C opanoids. The next question number 37. Which of the following cannot be utilized to induce the fusing of two distinct cell plasma membranes? Options are option A electric shock, option B inactivated viruses, option C polyethylene glycol, option D emulsifier. The correct answer is option D emulsifier. The next question number 38. Cell drinking is option A pinocytosis, option B phagocytosis, option C exocytosis, option D osmosis. Correct answer is option A pinocytosis. Pinocytosis is the process by which a cell absorbs extracellular fluids and dissolves substances. The next question number 39. The process of cell eating is called option A pinocytosis, option B phagocytosis, option C exocytosis, option D endocytosis. The correct answer is option B phagocytosis. Phagocytosis refers to the process by which certain living cells called phagocytes engulf other cells, particles, and even pathogens. The next question number 40. Which of the following is not a process in which extracellular material are brought into the cell? Option A, endocytosis. Option B, pinocytosis. Option C, phagocytosis. Option D, exocytosis. The correct answer is option D, exocytosis. Exocytosis means what? Exocytosis is the process by which a cell releases large molecule and waste from the cytoplasm to the outer side of the cell. The next question number 41. Exocytosis is also known as option A, cell eating, option B, cell drinking, option C, cell vomiting, option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C, cell vomiting. The next question number 42. The cell membrane engulfs its food by a process called as option A, exocytosis, option B, endocytosis, option C, osmosis, option D, diffusion. The correct answer is option B, endocytosis. The next question number 43. As per trilamellar structure of cell membrane suggested by Daniel and Dawson, which layer occupy the middle position? Options are option A, phospholipid bilayer, option B, protein layer, option C, lipoprotein layer, option D, glycoprotein layer. The correct answer is option A, phospholipid bilayer. Next question number 44. Lipids are arranged within the membrane with dash. Option A. Polar head towards inner side and the hydrophobic tails towards outer side. Option B. Both head and tails towards outer side. Option C. Head towards outer side and tail towards inside. Option D. Both head and tails towards inner side. The correct answer is option C. Heads towards outer side and tails towards inside. The next question number 45. Why tails of lipid in the membrane are towards inner part or inner side? Option A. The tails is a nonpolar hydrocarbon and so protected within a aqueous environment. Option B. The tails is polar hydrocarbon and so is protected from aqueous environment. Option C. The nonpolar or hydrophobic hydrocarbon tails of lipid being on inner side ensure the protection from aqueous environment. Option D. The tail is hydrophilic, so it tend to be located in the aqueous inner side of membrane. The correct answer is option C. The nonpolar or hydrophobic hydrocarbon tails of lipid being on inner side ensure the protection from aqueous environment. The next question number 46. Which of the following pieces of evidence does not contradict the Davison-Daniel model of membrane structure? Option A. Lipids are arranged in a bilayer with the hydrophobic group in contact with each other. Option B. Treatment of membrane with salt, it remove lipids. Option C. Freeze fracture of membrane result in particle studded membrane phase. Particles are rarely present and are highly pure lipid membranes. Option D. Proteins form alpha helical structures with the hydrophobic group that interact with the fatty acid chain of lipids. The correct answer is option A. The lipids are arranged in a bilayer with the hydrophobic group in contact with each other. The next question number 47. Identify the main component which make up the lipid layer of the cell membrane and contain hydrophobic and hydrophilic regions are option A. Cholesterol molecule which increase the membrane fluidity. Option B. Glycoprotein which can serve as the surface antigens. Option C. Phospholipids which contain hydrophobic fatty acid tails. Option D. Glycolipids since the lipid portion of the molecule is hydrophobic. The correct answer is option C. Phospholipids which contain hydrophobic fatty acid tails. The next question number 48. The correct sequence of cell membrane as per model of Singer and Nicholson is option A. Lipid, protein, protein, lipid. Option B. Protein, lipid, lipid, protein. Option C. Protein, protein, lipid, protein. Option D. Lipid, protein, lipid, protein. The correct answer is option B. PLLP means protein, lipid, lipid, protein. The next question number 49. In Singer-Nicholson fluid mosaic model of the cell membrane, extrinsic protein are option A, tightly attached to intrinsic protein and cannot be separated easily. Option B, tightly attached to intrinsic protein but can be separated easily. Option C, superficial arranged and can be separated easily. Option D, superficial arranged and cannot be separated easily. The correct answer is option C, superficial arranged and can be separated easily. The next question number 50. What is the average thickness of a plasma membrane? Option A, 7 to 10 angstrom. Option B, 75 to 100 angstrom. Option C, 10 to 30 angstrom. Option D, 100 to 150 angstrom. The correct answer is option B, 75 to 100 angstrom or 7.0 nm to 10 nm. The next question number 51. The thickness of unit membrane is option A, 20 angstrom. Option B, 55 angstrom. Option C, 35 angstrom. Option D, 75 angstrom. The correct answer is option D, 75 angstrom. According to Robertson's concept of unit membrane, the cell membrane is trilamellar. It has a thickness of about 75 angstrom with a central lipid layer of 35 angstrom thick and two peripheral protein layers of 20-degree angstrom each. The next question number 52. In the plant cell, this layer is present nearest to the plasma membrane is option A, tonoplast. Option B, middle lamella. Option C, secondary wall. Option D, primary wall. Correct answer is option C, secondary wall. The next question number 53. Beetroot, if kept in cold water, anthocyanin does not come out due to plasma membrane is dead. Option B, differential permeable. Option C, permeable to anthocyanin. Option D, impermeable to anthocyanin. The correct answer is option D, plasma membrane is impermeable to anthocyanin. The next question number 54. Transverse diffusion, that is flip-flop, is the movement of this. Option A, cholesterol molecule. Option B, amino acid. Option C, protein. Option D, phospholipid. The correct answer is option D, phospholipid. The next question number 55. All hormone can cross plasma membrane except option A, estrogen. Option B, insulin. Option C, progesterone. Option D, thyroxine. The correct answer is option B, insulin. Next question, question number 56. At physiological pH increase in cholesterol level, option A, increased fluidity. Option B, decreases fluidity. Option C, no change in fluidity. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option B, decreases fluidity. Then question number 57. The longer the fatty acid chain, fluidity of lipid bilayer, option A, increases. Option B, decreases. Option C, no change in fluidity. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option B, decreases. Next question number 58. The distribution of intrinsic protein in the cell membrane is option A, symmetrical. Option B, asymmetrical. Option C, random. Option D, uniform. The correct answer is option B, asymmetrical. Next question number 59. According to Robertson, thickness of lipid zone in the cell membrane ranges from option A, 10 to 20 degree and 10 to 20 angstrom. Option B, 25 to 35 angstrom. Option C, 50 to 60 angstrom. Option D, 35 to 50 angstrom. Correct answer is option B, 25 to 35 angstrom. The lipid bilayer is 35 angstrom. The next question number 60. Phospholipids are option A, amphipathic. Option B, amphibolic. Option C, hydrophobic. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is option A, amphipathic. The next question number 61. Desmosomes are concerned with option A, cell division. Option B, cellular excretion. Option C, cytolysis. Option D, cell adherence. The correct answer is option D, cell adherence. These are the desmosome which help in cell adherence or cell attachment. The next question number 62. The secretory material is discharged by the Golgi vesicles from the surface of the cell membrane by option A pinocytosis, option B endocytosis, option C reverse pinocytosis, option D dissolving the cell membrane. The correct answer is option C reverse pinocytosis. The next question number 63. When a cell engulfs or surrounds a particle and forms a vesicle around it, the phenomenon is known as option A exocytosis, option B phagocytosis, option C endocytosis, option D none of these. Correct answer is option B phagocytosis. The next question number 64. Which one of the following is present outside the plasma membrane but inside the cell wall? Option A parosome, option B peroxisome, option C lomasome, option D Golgi body. The correct answer is option C lomasome. Lomasomes are majorly found in fungi. The next question number 65. Which of the following is not present in plasma membrane? Option A phospholipids, option B albumin, option C oligosaccharide, option D spectrin. Correct answer is option B albumins. The next question number 66. Thickness of a biomolecular lipid layer is generally option A 20 angstrom, option B 30 angstrom, option C 40 angstrom, option D 60 angstrom. Correct answer is option C 40 angstrom. The next question number 67. Size of a molecule that can pass through plasma membrane is option A 1 to 15 angstrom, option B 8 to 10 angstrom, option C 10 to 13 angstrom, option D 15 to 75 angstrom. Correct answer is option A 1 to 15 angstrom. The next question number 68. The Singer and Nicholson's model of a plasma membrane differs from Robertson's model in option A number of lipid layer, option B arrangement of lipid layer, option C arrangement of proteins, option D absence of protein in the Singer's model. The correct answer is option C arrangement of proteins. The next question number 69. The fluid mosaic model of cell membrane postulates that option A lipid layer, a lipid bilayer has some embedded protein and some protein on the surface. Option B a lipid bilayer is coated by a layer of protein on each face. Option C. A lipid bilayer is coated by a layer of protein on the outer surface only. Option D. A lipid bilayer has protein embedded in itself and none on the surface. The correct answer is option A. A lipid bilayer has some embedded protein and some protein on the surface. The next question number 70. Fluid mosaic model of cell membrane proposed that a lipid bilayer option A is coated by a layer of protein on each face. Option B has protein embedded in itself and none on the surface. Option C is coated by a layer of protein on the outer surface only. Option D has both embedded and outer protein. Correct answer is option D has both embedded and outer proteins. The next question of 71. Cell membrane is mainly constituted by lipid, protein and carbohydrate. With respect to their mutual portion, which of the following statement is correct? Option A. All the three are in equal proportion. Option B. Lipid are in least proportion. Option C. Protein are in least proportion. Option D. Carbohydrate are in least proportion. Correct answer is option D. Carbohydrate are in least proportion. The next question number 72. Sialic acid is a constituent of option A cell membrane, option B cell wall, option C chromatin, option D cytoplasm. The correct answer is option A cell membrane. The next question number 73. Phospholipids are important cell membrane constituents because they option A contain glycerol, option B combine covalently with protein, option C can form bilayer in water, option D contain both polar and non-polar portion. The correct answer is option C can form bilayer in water. The next question number 74. The main function of the cell membrane is to option A. Regulate the flow of material into and outside the cell. Option B. Maintain the cell shape and size. Option C. Control of all cellular activity. Option D. Store all material. Correct answer is option A. Regulate the flow of material into and outside the cell. The next question number 75. The fluid mosaic model explain which aspect of a cell membrane. Option A. Only structural aspect. Option B. Only functional aspect. Option C. Both structural and functional aspect. Option D. Only fluidity of membrane. The correct answer is option C. Both structural and functional aspect. The next question number 76. The mosaic model of plasma membrane can better explain permeability by option A. Osmosis. Option B. Diffusion. Option C. Carrier process. Option D. Electrochemical gradient. The correct answer is option C. Carrier process. The next question of 77. In fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane, option A. Upper layer is nonpolar and hydrophilic. Option B. Polar layer is hydrophobic. Option C. Phospholipid form a bimolecular layer in middle part. Option D. Protein form a middle layer. The correct answer is option C. Phospholipid form a bimolecular layer in middle part. The next question number 78. The liquid bilayer of a cell membrane is permeable to option A. Hydrocarbon. Option B. Hydrophobic molecule. Option C. Large uncharged polar molecule. Option D. Small uncharged polar molecule. The correct answer is option C. Large uncharged polar molecules. The next question number 79. Cholesterol molecule are taken inside by the cell through option A. Diffusion. Option B. Pinocytosis. Option C. Receptor mediated endocytosis. Option D. Phagocytosis. The correct answer is option C. Receptor mediated endocytosis. The next question number 80. Membrane protein. Option A. Works as a recipient for transportation. Option B. Works as a recipient for informal molecule. Option C. Help in cell recognition. Option D. All of this. The correct answer is option D. All of this. The next question number 81. Plasma membrane helps in option A. Transportation of only water in and out of the cell. Option B. Protein synthesis. Option C. Osmoregulation. Option D. Nucleic acid synthesis. The correct answer is option C. Osmoregulation. The next question number 82. The non-membranous organelles are option A. Centrioles. Option B. Ribosome. Option C. Nucleolus. Option D. All of this. The correct answer is option D. All of this. The next question number 83. Single membrane bound organelle are option A. Lysosome. Option B. Spirosome. Option C. Glycosome. Option D. All of this. The correct answer is option D. All of this. The next question number 84. Desmosome is a modification of option A. Plasma membrane. Option B. Nucleus. Option C. Golgi bodies. Option D. Endoplasmic reticulum nucleus complex. The correct answer is option A. Plasma membrane. Then next question number 85. Lomasosome are found in option A. Algal cell. Option B. Fungal cell. Option C. Yeast. Option D. E. coli. Correct answer is option B. Fungal cell. The next question number 86. E-Phagy refer to option A. Removal of metabolic waste by exocytosis. Option B. Removal of metabolic waste by endocytosis. Option C. Exudation of secretory product. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is option A. Removal of metabolic waste by exocytosis. The next question number 87. Pinocytosis and phagocytosis are absent in option A. Prokaryotic cell. Option B. Eukaryotic animal cell. Option C. Eukaryotic plant cell. Option D. None of these above. The correct answer is option A. Prokaryotic cell. Then next question number 88. Which of the following activator remain attached with ATP in plasma membrane? Option A. Mg2 plus. Option B. Calcium 2 plus. Option C. K plus. Option D. Na plus. The correct answer is option A, magnesium 2 plus, Mg2 plus. The next question number 89. Which is correct in view of a fluid mosaic model? Option A. Lipid can rarely flip-flop, protein cannot. Option B. Protein can flip-flop, lipid cannot. Option C. Neither protein nor lipid can flip-flop. Option D. Both lipid and protein can flip-flop. The correct answer is option A. Lipid can rarely flip-flop, protein cannot. The next question number 90. According to widely accepted fluid mosaic model, cell membranes are semi-fluid, where lipid and integral protein can diffuse randomly. In recent years, this model has been modified in several respects. In this regard, which of the following statement is incorrect? Option A. Protein in cell membrane can travel within the lipid bilayer. Option B. Protein can also undergo flip-flop movement in the lipid bilayer. Option C. Protein can remain confined within certain domain of the membrane. Option D. Many protein remain completely embedded within the lipid bilayer. The correct answer is option B. Protein can also undergo flip-flop movement in the lipid bilayer. The question was which of the following statement is incorrect? The next question number 91. Fluid mosaic model of cell membrane proposed that a lipid bilayer is option A is coated by a layer of protein on each face. Option B has protein embedded in itself and none on the surface. Option C is coated by a layer of protein on the outer surface only. Option C has both embedded and outer proteins. The correct answer is option D has both embedded and outer proteins. The next question number 92. The filament arising from desmosome are called option A tonofibril, option B tonofilament, option C both A and B, option D none of these. The correct answer is option C both A and B. The next question number 93. Desmosome or tonofibrils are option A small particles, option B another name of Golgi complex, option C formed in cytoplasm by the union of plasma membrane, option D ribosome. The correct answer is option C, formed in cytoplasm by a union of plasma membrane. The next question number 94. Which one statement regarding plasma membrane is correct? Option A. Its outer and inner layer are electron dense while middle layer is electron transparent. Option B. Its outer and middle layer are electron transparent while inner layer is electron dense. Option C. Its outer and inner layer are electron transparent while middle one is electron dense. Option D. All layers are electron dense. The correct answer is option A. Its outer and inner layer are electron dense while middle layer is electron transparent. The next question number 95. Which one enzyme of plasma membrane gets inactivated in the absence of lipid? Option A ATPase, option B alkaline phosphatase, option C acid phosphomonoesterase, option D RNase. Correct answer is option A ATPase. The next question number 96. Plants in colder environment typically have a higher concentration of which type of fatty acid in their membrane? Option A saturated fatty acid, option B unsaturated fatty acid, option C long chain fatty acid, option D trans fatty acid. The correct answer is option B unsaturated fatty acid. The next question number 97. In the plasma membrane, the best method to study the properties of integral membrane protein is option A. Atomic force microscopy, option B. Freeze fracture analysis and electron microscopy, option C. Cryosectioning and electron microscopy, option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option B. Freeze fracture analysis and electron microscopy. The next question number 98. According to the fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane, the quasi-fluid nature of option A lipid and protein enable the lateral movement of carbohydrate. Option B lipid enable lateral movement of protein within the overall bilayer. Option C lipid enable flip-flop movement of protein. Option D protein enable lateral movement of lipid within the overall bilayer. The correct answer is option B lipid enable lateral movement of protein within the overall bilayer. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.